Okay, Ricardo, we're back, and I would love to
Yes,
do our segment that we call Sound Advice. And here, what I would like to ask you is if you could travel back in time and visit high school age Ricardo, what advice would you have for him?
that's very interesting because many questions that I've asked to myself, it has been until this time, and perhaps the lockdown had to do with it because I had more time to reflect on myself, on what's going on. We are living an unprecedented time
Yes.
for all our generations. Nobody who is alive now uh, went through an experience like this. And so even even though we are speaking about vaccines, about how advanced science and technology is, the truth is that many things are unanswered, you know, and not only about medicine, about life
Yeah.
in general. And, and we must use this time at least to give these answers to what's going on in our individual lives.
Yes.
One of the conclusions to which I arrived is that for sure I must invest in my health, both physical here in the terrace as well, and all and my artistic health as well. You know, I was saying all of this because in this lockdown I had also time to answer many questions that I had in the past. But in the past, I didn't have the answers at least as clear. Maybe I have them a little bit more clear now. And the reasons why I do music, the reasons why I do music in the way I do it. For instance, why is for me so important this magic word of collaboration? Why it's so important to work with composers? Um, and I will not go back to my teenage years. I will go back centuries before that, you know. I made this imagination exercise of, oh, wouldn't that be wouldn't that be wonderful to be one of the musicians who premiered one of Brahms's string quartets, you know. Oh, I would have loved to be part of the choir that sang the first performance of Beethoven's Nine with the old man there in front of us, you know. Uh, who wouldn't have liked that, you know? Just imagine that. I would have loved to meet uh, Edgar Varese, you know, and and discuss musical things with him, or Ravel, or Debussy. That's an amazing dream, you know. Well, that didn't happen to us, but it happens to us right now, you know. We have living composers.
Yes.
We don't know. They might be the Haydns, the Beethovens, the Debussys of the future in 200 years. We don't know because history has many filters, you know. But we can certainly contribute a lot to to help these voices go through these filters by having exceptionally faithful interpretations
Yes.
of their music. You know, if you play Beethoven wrongly, people say, "Oh, they didn't play well." But if you play a new piece in a wrong way, they say, "Oh, he's such a bad composer," you
Yes.
know.
Yes. Yes.
So we have a lot to do, and many of these things I knew them intuitively, you know, intuitively. That's why for me it's very interesting to arrive to the conclusion of saying, well, unluckily, I didn't meet Ravel, I didn't meet Stravinsky, I didn't meet Debussy or Brahms or Beethoven or Mozart or uh, Jean-Baptiste Lully.
Right.
Wow, would have been amazing. But I am alive now, here and now. That's the same conclusion as the pandemics. You are alive here and now, and you must do something about it, you know?
Yes.
So what I do about music is try to manifest music or to let music as clear as possible so that it can be understood, it can be taken and accepted as naturally as many other musical languages that we are used to listen are accepted. You know, that's something that I feel that is primordial for me.
That is so wonderful to hear, and it's such a great thing for our young musicians to hear, and for anybody who's in the profession, you know, about the importance of playing, not only playing the works by living composers, but playing them as best as we possibly can. And you know,
Yes,
we're it's our job and our mission to keep this, you know, to keep things moving forward, and to
yes,
to cultivate, to use some of the names that you use, the Beethovens and Brahms of the future, because they're alive right
yes.
now.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, yeah,
The new needs friends.
yes,
I heard somewhere that
yeah,
the new needs friends. I think that one of the key factors that we had with the tambuco is that we as percussionists are very accustomed to the new. As I said before, our repertoire is less than a century uh, years old,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
90 years old.
yeah,
So uh, we are naturally accustomed to new languages,
yeah,
and we foster them and we welcome them. So a new piece with a total different system of writing, even the graphics are totally different than traditional notation
right,
sometimes. And we say, okay, yes, let's give it a try. And I think that because every member of Tambuco has this freshness existing in other musics, our performances are very direct and very
yeah,
straightforward, you know, and that makes people accept them.